What up, Lennon? What up, family?
How you doing today?
We're here at the Parkview Cancer Institute to get Miss Jen checked in. Nah, she gotta go to this radiation treatment or find out what's going on with it. Let them know what's going on.
The consultation for the treatment.
Radiation consultation. What she said. Say that 3 times real fast.
It's hot.
Huh?
It's hot. I'm not saying
Nah.
it's right now. It's hot.
This is a brand new part of Parkview, brand new cancer center. It was just built this past year.
What over there? A tree? That's a pretty tree.
Where?
That one that looks like it's behind the other one. Oh,
Nice.
That's cute.
Nice color stamped concrete they got going on here.
Oh, cars.
This is beautiful, brand new, last year.
Yeah.
First time going inside. That's cool over there. There's a little seating area. Radiation Oncology.
Thank you. Randall. R-A-N-D-L-E. It's beautiful.
Nice, beautiful fish tank they got. Look at that, that's a red parrot. Red parrot right there. Got some sharks in there. Some silver disc. Some neons. That's a pretty. Bella shark. Iridescent shark. Some barbs, hiker barbs. The red parrot is nice. That's a nice size red parrot right there.
They are.
This place is pretty nice.
YouTube channel, so just they've reached out and asked if I would sponsor. So,
what do you guys do for you?
Candy is the bomb. Good. Had these since I was a kid. That's some now. Hi. Who are you filling out?
patient questionnaire.
Well, the nurse just left. Let them know what's going on.
That was a long process. It was about, I don't know, 35 minutes of questions.
Just family history and what
Medications.
you've been through, and
Home feeling.
now we're waiting for, what's his name?
Dr. Chang.
Wait for Dr. Chang to come in and see what he has to say and find out what we have to do and how to do it and how to go about it and what can and cannot do and everything above.
And over the years, I know that it's grown some, but it just kind of this past year, like it was starting to get really tender. It was harder to like swallow medication and things like that. So my nurse practitioner ordered the ultrasound, and then we just kind of went through the process. So
you really found it and you brought it to everybody's attention.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because I've had blood work every year. They've always kind of fell and said, oh, I mean, yeah, it's getting a little bigger, but it was really just kind of starting to get tender is kind of really, and then just the swallowing, and I'm like, you know, pills that I used to be able to swallow very easily were kind of getting stuck sometimes, and I'm like, no, I really probably need to have this taken care of. So.
Prior to that, bringing this to everybody's attention, were you noticing any change in your energy level?
I mean, yeah, always. But I also raised 5 girls,
Okay.
worked full time. I did take a lot of it into just like aging and, you know.
So it didn't feel out of the usual for you?
I mean, it did. I was very tired. I just kept on pushing through thinking, honestly, I didn't even realize that you could get thyroid cancer per se. I knew that could be like a nodule or like a growth, but I never put the 2 and 2 together that it could turn into cancer or be cancer.
Any loss of appetite or weight?
Loss? No.
The opposite then?
Yes.
Okay, how much weight have you gained in the last 6 months?
In the last 6 months, I've probably gained about 25 pounds.
Okay.
So, and a lot of it's probably within the last 3 months or so.
Any fevers or drenching night sweats?
No fevers that I'm aware of because I haven't really checked but I've gotten night sweats. My family, like my sister and my mom, went into early menopause. So I remember my doctor, like my family doctor years ago, just saying that, you may go into early menopause. And again, I just thought maybe but there's times where I'm like dripping sweat.
Okay. How are you healing from the surgery?
It's very sore. There's a stitch there that I really wish that he would have taken out because it kind of gets caught and pokes. It's really tender, like right through here,
Okay.
and it's pretty puffy, but I mean, I think it's just all as expected.
Well, anything else you'd like to add before I examine you here?
Nope, I don't think
It
so.
starts, it grows, and at some point it develops the ability to, unfortunately spread. And as far as we can tell, your cancer is confined to the thyroid gland. It hasn't gone off to any lymph nodes or to other organs, but that's why you're here. We're going to check your lab work and do a fancy type of scan called an I-123 scan in late September, maybe mid to late September. And then we'll sit down just like this. We'll go over the results. And at that point in time, it's very likely that we'll probably recommend what's called I-131, which is just a pill that you take, and it goes everywhere you have thyroid tissue, normal or cancerous. And that's the nice thing about thyroid cancer, if there's anything nice to say about cancer, is that we actually have a pill for it, where you just take it. Radioactive iodine is preferentially taken up by all your thyroid tissue in your body because thyroid tissue is different than other parts of your body. Other cells of your body are not interested in iodine, whereas thyroid tissue is very interested in it, and it'll suck it up and take it up, and it'll die because it's linked to a radioactive tracer. Sorry, I've got this with me. When you have radioactive iodine treatment, the nice thing about it is it's convenient. You just take a pill, but the downside is you have to be isolated. Yeah, so you're already pretty.
Yeah, he told us
informed.
that I would probably have to take that.
Just because of radioactive iodine, it's excreted in all your bodily fluids, not just the ones you see, but the ones you don't see. So like your sweat, and we're constantly sweating.
Right.
Your saliva, your tears, urine, feces, anything fluid that comes out of your body is going to have radioactivity associated with it. So it's really important that you don't unnecessarily expose, living beings, including, pets, during the time while you're getting this treatment. And we'll have everything outlined for you on a piece of paper that, you can take home. 90% of our patients don't have any questions after they read through the paper, just because it's really nicely detailed. But for those 10% who still have questions, you just call us. We're happy to talk to you and answer any specific questions you have. But it's really important that you isolate yourself. So the best setup is probably where you have a bedroom-bathroom combination that you can just solely use. If you don't have that sort of setup, then you may have to ask people who are in your building, in your quarters to leave.
Okay.
And that includes, pets. The goal here is obviously cure, and I think we have a very good shot at that. But we're going to have to follow you with lab work and physical exams to make sure that we took care of the problem. Okay.
Okay.
So we'll see you in like mid to late September. Unfortunately, you're not going to feel so hot because you're going to be very tired. So just listen to your body. Okay.
You'll come in. It's a 2-day process.
Okay.
It's just her in it.
Oh, okay. It's a 2-day process. You will come in one day and take a pill. And then you'll come back the next day and they'll do the scan. Okay. The second day when you come in and do the scan, you'll come over here and see Dr. Chang. He'll go over the scan results with you and then tell you if you need to have a thyroid ablation, which is the I-131 scan. Okay. If you have the thyroid ablation, that's when you will have to follow the isolation precautions. Did he talk to you about that? Because it's a radioactive pill that you'll take. You'll be radioactive. Do you guys have 2 bathrooms? Do you have the capabilities at home to have a separate bathroom? Okay, and that's what we recommend. I've got all the instructions here typed up for you. Dr. Chang wants to do this in September. You will come in on September the 20th and have lab work done.
Okay.
And then the way that he wants to do it, you'll come in on the 25th and take the pill, and then the 26th and have the scan, and you'll see Dr. Chang back on the 26th. Okay. So if you need the ablation, I'm going to tell you 95% sure they'll do it then on the 26th. Okay. So the Cytomel, you can continue on the Cytomel, but you have to stop it. You will take your last dose on the 10th. Okay.
I don't even know if I have that much left. So.
Okay, then just take it till you run out.
Okay.
Take it till it's gone.
Okay.
But if you have enough to last until the 10th, you have to stop it on the 10th.
Okay.
You can take your last dose on that day.
Okay.
You'll get further instructions regarding thyroid medication after you see Dr. Chang. Okay. Usually what happens is once we do the I-131 ablation, there's usually 3 to 5 days that he'll say, okay, restart your thyroid medicine, and he'll prescribe it. And tell you what dose you need to restart that day. Okay. You have to go on a low iodine diet for 2 weeks before the scan. We want you to start this on September the 11th. Okay. The scan, the low iodine diet gets a little bit tricky. Okay.
Yes, I kind of read a little bit last night actually.
And I like to tell people it's a low iodine diet. It's not a no iodine diet. Okay. So don't get too wrapped up in that portion of everything. Okay. No iodized salt. No milk or dairy products, no seafood, shellfish, fish, kelp, seaweed, no bakery products, commercial bakery products. A lot of them have preservatives that contain iodine. No red food for medication. Red food dye contains iodine. No mineral supplements. If your multivitamin contains minerals, you need to stop it. And actually, we just tell people to stop it. And no iodine medication, including contrast dye, which would include like a CT scan with dye. Can't have that. It's much easier to look at what's allowed. Red meat, pork, veal, chicken, potatoes and vegetables cooked without iodized salt, pasta and rice, fresh vegetables, including tomatoes and sauces are okay. Canned tomato sauce is not. Yeah. So, and I've got a detailed low iodine diet. This packet is very detailed if you have any questions. And again, don't get too wrapped up in things. Focus on what you can have, not what you can. I say it's 2 weeks, 2 weeks and maybe 5 days at the most. So just focus on what you can have. This book is Thyroid Cancer Basics. It's a very good book. So it may put you to sleep at night, but read it. Here's an overview of thyroid cancer, what the staging is. Dr. Chang's bio sheet is here as well. If you have to have the ablation, there are some isolation restrictions that you have to follow, Here is this. I tell everyone to err on the side of caution. 5 days, because frankly this confuses me. You have to avoid kissing someone for 2 days, but you have to maintain 7 feet of separation for 5 days. I'm not sure how you can kiss somebody, and it's all about time and distance, and when you look at 7 feet, just because you're on the other side of the wall, that doesn't matter. Because if you think of whoever's in the next room over, if you're sitting in this chair and they're sitting in the chair, that's not 7 feet. So when you guys are at home, think about that. It's actual distance between you is 7 feet. And stay away from others. Some people, I guess, if you have a job where you work alone and you're not, it's not going to be an issue. But if you have a job where
Oh,
you
yeah.
work around other
People,
people,
yeah.
children, anyone that's pregnant, you need to stay away from them.
Right.
Okay, for 5 days. Okay. Use paper plates and plastic utensils.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Keep
Someone
all
did
of
say
those
that.
together, and then just throw them out at the end of the time. Okay.
Okay.
Wash your laundry separate. And, you know, if you have to do a load of laundry in those 5 days or you want to, just wash it separate, okay?
Okay.
Otherwise, keep it all together because as time goes on, the less radioactive any
Okay.
bodily fluids would be. And you said you have 2 bathrooms?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, if you use the same bathroom, we would tell everyone you go first and then you go second if you're gonna use the same bathroom.
No, we'll make sure
Okay.
it's separate.
Yeah.
The only thing
yeah.
I'm really honestly concerned about are our dogs.
You have to stay away from the animals too. Okay? 7 feet, people, animals, everything, okay?
Okay.
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 And I know that is tough for some
You just
people
have to
because
put
those
the
are like
gate
the
up.
babies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to
those
put
are
the
like-
gate up, but they can't come around.
Yeah.
I mean, but even if I like go downstairs to like wash,
Now, brief is okay. You know, if
like
you're.
if I'm doing a load of laundry real quickly and they're downstairs like laying on their bed and I have to get to the laundry room.
If you have to walk past them or you briefly pet them, don't spend any time around them though, okay?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
anything really brief, and that's probably why it says avoid kissing only for 2 days. But I would say for those first few days, just don't even chance it, okay?
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, just because, you know, we're trying to cure you, not cause harm to anyone else.
Exactly.
Okay?
I get it.
You know, if you, and it's a tough process for people,
Mhm.
you know, but I say it's far better now because even though you're in isolation or restricted, we have cell phones and so much technology.
Exactly.
Right.
that-
Exactly.
Yeah, that you're not.
Healing. Prayer. Family. And support. It's beautiful. I got a penny for my wish. You ready, made your wish? Okay.